Cruise passengers are getting naughty in their cabins and even a little frisky on their balconies, resulting in fines and even getting banned from the ship. Hi y'all, what is up? I am Tiffany with TP's Travels, and I'm going to share with you today some things that you don't want to do in your cruise cabin. And yes, passengers are still doing some of these things, and I just witnessed the first one just recently. Okay, number one on the list is something people are still talking about, and that is smoking on your balcony. And yes, I did see this happen just recently. When we were at port, I saw a few people smoking on their balcony, and no, you cannot smoke on your balcony. You can only smoke in designated areas, which is usually in the casino or somewhere on the top deck of your cruise ship. And there have been some people who have asked their cruise line if they can make exceptions for people who vape. And no, if you are a vapor, you still have to go to the same designated smoking areas. You cannot vape or smoke in your cruise cabin or on your balcony. But did you know that there are actually some European cruise ships that you can smoke on your balcony? But none of the cruise ships that are around here in America, like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, MSC, Norwegian, none of these you can smoke on your balcony. But there are apparently some European cruise lines that you can smoke on your balcony when you're at the cruise port. But this will result in a fine if you are caught smoking on your balcony. And if you have multiple offenses, yes, you could be banned from the cruise ship. Now, another thing that is banned as well, and that is illegal drugs and smoking any kind of illegal drugs on the cruise ship. And some people, yes, are still bringing these on the cruise ship. I have smelt it recently just on one of my last cruises I was on. So I don't know how they're getting it on with the drug sniffing dogs when you first come on, but it's still happening. And if you get caught with that one, you most likely are getting banned, but you definitely will receive a fine. Now, speaking of banned items that are prohibited, now you can have a lighter because you can go out into designated areas and smoke, but you definitely don't want to light a candle or anything like that in your cruise cabin. You will be banned from the cruise ship if you are doing anything as far as that goes. But you definitely don't want to bring irons, steamers, or extension cords. Now, you're not going to get banned or fined. If you bring those, they'll just be confiscated from you and you'll have to pick them up after the cruise. So if you want to see a little bit more about what you can't bring and what you should avoid bringing on the cruise ship, definitely check out my video here on banned items. Now, inside your cruise cabin, you want to make sure you're not damaging anything because you will receive the bill for the damages. And this includes taping anything up on your walls, like your itineraries that they will send you to your room. If you want to put those papers up on your walls, don't tape them because it could result in some damages on the walls. And it is better to just bring some magnetic hooks instead. That way you can hang up anything like those papers or your hats or jackets or anything like that. Now, if you are wanting to hang some of the papers, they do have little magnetic clips at the dollar store. And so it's much better to do that than to risk the chance of damaging the walls and receiving the bill for that. Now, in your bathroom, I've heard several people say they've done this, and this is a big no-no. You don't want to do this, and that is bring your toilet paper from home. The toilets in the bathrooms are different than the toilets at your home. They do have a vacuum suction, so it kind of helps to reduce the water waste, but they cannot handle the same type of toilet paper that you have at home with the 2-ply and that soft, nice toilet paper you have at home. So leave your Charmin at home, and you can only use the toilet paper they provide for you. So don't put anything else in the toilet other than the toilet paper they provide for you. If you do, you could end up clogging your toilet. Now, it could end up just clogging just your toilet, but it is a chance that it could not only do yours, but the rooms down the hall from you as well. And if that happens, you could result in a fine as they have to come and fix all of that. Definitely want to make sure you're not putting anything down the toilet other than the toilet paper they give you. Now, the sprinklers in your cabin, don't hang anything from it. It even has a little picture of a hanger with an X on it. Don't hang anything from those sprinklers. If you're wanting to hang anything from the ceiling, you can take some little hooks and put them on the ceiling, and you can use those to hang anything down if you need to do that. So something not too long ago, I saw one of our room attendants down the hallway with a dry vac, and I was talking to him, and he said someone hung something from the sprinkler and the sprinkler went off and got water everywhere. So yes, you will receive a fine. Sometimes it could also result in some damages as well. So definitely make sure you don't hang anything from the sprinklers and set those sprinklers off. And if you're liking any of these so far, if you're just finding them entertaining, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Now on your balcony, when you open up the balcony door, make sure that you're not opening up the stateroom door as well. You don't want both of those doors open at the same time because it will create like a wind tunnel through the room. And this won't result in a fine, but it is for your safety as well, because that cabin door can slam shut with that wind suction. And if you have your hands in the way, trust me, it could end up hurting or chopping something off. So you want to be careful there. Like I said, you may not receive a fine, but you might receive a medical bill. So just be careful. Don't open up your cabin door at the same time you're opening up your balcony door. Now, when I said being naughty and frisky out on the balcony, yes, people have been caught doing this, in their full birthday suits, just having fun out there on their balcony. Your balcony is not as private as you seem to think it is sometimes. Those partition walls, for one, you can hear everything on the other side. They're very thin. And two, you can sometimes see through them because there's a little crack right there when they're coming together, because those are doors that do open up if you have like a joining room. So you can see through to the other person's balcony. Plus the glass right there in front of you, there's a little crack in between the partition and the glass that you can sometimes see the reflection of the other balcony in front of you. Plus, there are cameras all around the cruise ship, and some cabins have cameras pointing at them. So you could be out there getting frisky and you could be up there watching you on video. So definitely make sure that you are closing your curtains when you're in your birthday suit. Also, out on your balcony, you want to make sure that you're not hanging up any clothes to dry. Don't put your bathing suits out there or your towels. Definitely don't hang them over the railing, but you may think they're safe over the chairs. Don't put them over the chairs, because sometimes when you're out at sea, that wind can pull them up and just take them out into the ocean. Don't do that, because another thing that you cannot do is throw anything overboard. Nothing should go overboard. You will receive a fine if you throw anything overboard, trash, clothes, anything. And you'll receive a fine if you go overboard. If you make it back, then you'll not only receive a fine, you'll be banned, and so will your entire party. So nothing overboard. So just don't hang any of your clothes up. Put them inside, hang them up in your bathroom. They have a little rack that you can hang them up in your bathroom. Now, another thing that just keeps blowing my mind that people are still doing, and this was just in the news just recently again, is sitting and climbing on the balcony railing. And they're not little children. People keep saying, don't put your tables up next to the balcony, or the chairs up next to the balcony so the children won't climb on it. Now, these are usually teenagers or young adults. And I don't understand why this keeps happening. Just don't sit on the balcony. Don't climb on the balcony. Even if you have a ledge on the cruise ship right below you that you could jump off onto, or if you're at port, don't do it. You're not gonna get a fine. You're gonna get banned. And not only are you going to get banned for doing this, your party will as well. So just don't sit on the balcony. Don't climb on the balcony. It's not worth it. Now, something else that people were doing a lot of, and I haven't noticed it too much recently, let me know, leave me a comment if you have, and that was fishing off of their balcony. I guess you could do some great deep sea fishing when you're out at sea, but no, you cannot fish off your balcony. This one was resulting more or less in a fine instead of being banned. Let me know if anybody you know has ever been banned for fishing off their balcony, but I haven't heard of this too much more recently, but definitely just keep that in mind. Don't bring your fishing poles on and go fishing off of your balcony. Did I leave anything off the list? Please let me know. Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.